And it's why your videos get views but zero sales. The second they hit record, they think their job is to sell. That's the wrong game. We've placed over 200 video editors with founders stuck in this exact position. Great offer, terrible content strategy. The ones who flipped this one framework went from content hamster wheel to predictable client acquisition in under 90 days. Here's the 3-step framework to know exactly what to say in your videos to convert cold strangers into paying clients. And the first one is going to violate everything you think you know about marketing. The best marketing is truly educational content. But most founders never really internalize what that means for their strategy. You're not losing clients because your offer is weak. You're losing them because you're trying to pitch before you've proven you can help. Look at Alex Hormozi, look at Iman Gadzi. The heavy hitters in this space give away everything for free. Frameworks break down the exact strategies their paid clients use. Because your product is not the information. What you're really selling is a result. Accountability, direct support, personalized strategy. People can get information anywhere. Google, YouTube, ChatGPT, but they can't get your lens. Your experience applied to their problem. When your content teaches one thing well enough that someone can use it today, you're not competing with your paid offer. You're building the trust that makes them want to buy it. Shift the question from, how do I sell them, to, what's one thing I can teach them right now that solves a real pain point? That's the mindset. Now here's the framework. The hook is the most important part of any video, and most founders blow it in the first 3 seconds because they treat it like an intro instead of a retention war. If you lose them in the first 5 seconds with a boring opener, they're gone. The viewer doesn't care who you are yet. They care what's in it for them. Your hook needs to do 2 things immediately. Grab attention and tell them what they're going to gain by watching the entire video. There are patterns that work. Numbers, shocking statistics, a contrarian position, words like warning, or this will forever change how you think about X. One rule, stay genuine. Don't use a hook that has nothing to do with the rest of your content. People see through it and they click off. Before you hit record, write your hook first. 1 sentence. The exact outcome the viewer gets if they stay. Does it create curiosity? Does it promise a specific result? If not, rewrite it. The second part is where the bulk of your video lives. And your only job is to go straight into delivering what you promised. The faster you get to value after the hook, the longer they stay. No fluff, no filler, just teaching. Educate them on how to achieve the promise you made in the hook. Don't be afraid to go deep. Longer content that actually teaches is one of the best assets you can create for your business. How long should it be? However long it takes to deliver on the promise. Split it into numbered steps or tips where you can. Easier to follow, easier to retain. This is also the place for a story, a client example, something that makes the teaching concrete. And at the end of this section, give a quick recap before you move on. One question to guide the whole thing. If someone watches this and does nothing else, what's the one thing they should walk away knowing how to do? Build everything around that. The third part is the now what? Your call to action. And this is where most founders either overcomplicate it or phone it in completely. Most make one of 2 mistakes, no CTA at all, or 5 CT as that confuse the viewer into doing nothing. Subscribe, comment, click the link, check out this video, book a call. That's decision paralysis. One singular next step. That's it. It could be a checklist download, a free training, as simple as hit subscribe. But your goal with content on any platform you don't own should always be to eventually create traffic you do own. Grab their email in exchange for more value so you can reach them no matter what happens with the algorithm. Pick one. If you're unsure which, default to the action that moves them closest to becoming a lead. Now that you know the framework, here's how to script your next video in under 10 minutes. Hook first. 1 sentence, specific outcome, make it curiosity-driven. Then the how. 3 to 5 bullets, 1 key thing per step, at least 1 story or client example to make it stick. That's the whole system. You're not staring at a blank page wondering what to say. Hook tells them why to stay. How delivers the quick win? Now what moves them forward? Every video you make with this framework is a 24/7 salesperson that educates, builds trust, and converts, without you ever having to sell. If you want to learn more about how to use this framework to be everywhere at once, and do it all in less than 3 hours a month, check out my free training at get.upperhandcreative.com/learn. I'll see you next time.